Rise and shine. Good morning, kids. Welcome to KFC Network, Kids for Christ. Today is our second special edition called Following the Footsteps of Jesus. My name is Eva, and here in the studio with me is my lovely assistant Olivia.
Today we are going to look at the story of the Last Supper.
Ooh, the Last Supper? Why was it called the last? And whose Last Supper was it? And what was on the menu in the Last Supper? Let's dive into the story. Olivia?
After Palm Sunday, Jesus was walking through the streets of Jerusalem teaching. But there was a group of people that hated him very much. They were called Pharisees.
Jesus said about them that they were proud and they were greedy. They didn't love God and they didn't love people.
They were very powerful in the city of Jerusalem. Everybody had to obey them.
So they decided that Jesus must die. They made a plan to kill him.
Meanwhile, all of Jerusalem was celebrating a festival called Passover.
Every family was going to eat a special Passover meal.
Jesus sent two of his disciples ahead to a specific house to prepare a Passover meal too.
Hold on, children. We are reporting live right now from Jerusalem. Our correspondent Juliet is ready.
I hear you, Anna. Hello, kids. I'm so excited. So excited. Look at the view. This is Jerusalem. Woohoo! Can you believe it? Oh, the police is waving at me. And the firefighters, they're waving too. They're so friendly over here. So, children, listen to me. Right behind me, imagine in one of the houses, there would be a house where 2,000 years ago, Jesus would be staying in for a special Last Supper. The supper was called the Passover meal. And it was called Passover meal because Jewish people were celebrating a Passover. Passover meant passing from slavery into freedom. You see, long time ago, Jewish people, Jewish nation was enslaved in Egypt. But then God sent Moses and he took them out and rescued them from the slavery. So therefore, we celebrate Passover right now. Oh, this is slipping. Oh, even though the weather is not cooperating with us here, we could not be more excited than to report back to you into studio. Ta-ta! Ah!
Juliet, are you all right? Okay. I am receiving a confirmation that Juliet landed safely in the bed of roses in a greenhouse. There is a good chance she will be walking again. Now, where have we been?
As the disciples prepared the supper, they had to put all these things on the plate. Hard-boiled egg, roasted shank bone of lamb, bitter herbs like horseradish, greens like celery, unleavened bread, salt water, and a special sweet reddish paste.
So now we know that the story of the Last Supper is the story of Jesus eating his last Passover meal with his disciples. We can find it in the Gospel of Luke in the chapter 22. Let's look together at the story right now. When evening came and Jesus sat down at the table with his beloved friends, disciples, only he knew that this will be his last supper with them. He was aware that the Pharisees were getting ready to kill him, and he knew that he had to die. Jesus knew that if he lays down his life, then we can be saved.
Jesus took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it, and he gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take and eat. This is my body." Then Jesus took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to the disciples, saying, "Drink from it, all of you. This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many, for the forgiveness of sins. Truly, I tell you, one of you will betray me."
Then Jesus said to Judas,
"Do what you have decided in your heart."
That evening, Jesus went with his disciples to a place called Gethsemane. He became very sorrowful and troubled.
"Remain here and watch with me,"
He said, and went further to pray.
"Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done."
An angel from heaven appeared to him and strengthened him. He was ready to face his future.
When he came back to the disciples, he found them asleep. "Why are you sleeping? Couldn't you watch with me 1 hour?"
While he was still speaking, a crowd came up, and Judas, the traitor, was leading them.
Judas betrayed Jesus. Soldiers and Pharisees seized Jesus and took him to prison. It was a very sad night.
Jesus didn't run away and he didn't fight. He was willing to die for our sins. Jesus could have escaped, but then there would be no escape for us. His death saved all of us from our sins.
Never underestimate the power of prayer.
That's right, kids. Remember that even Jesus, when he was going through a hard time, didn't stop but prayed. He reached to his Father in heaven, and that's what we should do too. When we go through hard times, no matter what's going on, if it's in the middle of a night or during the day, even when our friends might fall asleep or they are not there for us, God is always for us. So we need to do the same thing. We need to pray. That's the way to get out of the hard places. Well, thank you for joining us at KFC Kids for Christ. And until next time,
Bye.
bye.